looks back at Coriana, says, "I think they're dead."
Coriana does not complain that you do that because you're wearing white robes, aren't you?
Of course. What kind of idiot will wear black robes?
Right, and also because you're, the ways, the horrible ways of necromancy are unpredictable. Does look like it does look like they've stopped moving. And of course, I wanted to turn so I could get focused, so I could scan for supernatural. I'm not going to make you guys a supernatural roll. This room is unholy. So, but to clarify for that is, if you murder anyone in here, there's a chance. I mean, they'll come back. This room is not consecrated, so this is a place of evil. But there's no actual undead here yet.
Well, we do still have 3 bodies here, but they seem a little bit indisposed.
What kind of armor was that guy wearing?
More curiously, there are 3 people and 6 swords.
Well, there's 2 bodies here. The third one has been destroyed. I mean, the other one just went berserk on it. So,
can we purify this area? I mean, I'm pointing at
the paladins say yes. You've want to convert to our religion. Excellent. This will be an hour of solemn prayer.
No, I'm gonna go sit upstairs and think about how I killed that guy super hard, even though he was dead, and write up the continuation of the bill that I'm gonna give to Captain Sam, since undead or double face.
Yeah.
I might very well try to do a search of the basement and see if there might be anything else here.
Searching the basement would be a roll of mind and searching.
Yep, and wouldn't you know it, I have that.
Coriana is going to question Eldritch because he was front and center for that being. Because Coriana will say, I've, only had... Coriana says, even though I have had cause to confront evil before, I've never seen something as malefic as the creature that attacked you. It was as if it was charged with some sort of hateful energy.
Yeah, I mean, did you see how its eyes glowed? It's like
she shakes her feathers out.
It's like it was enraged with having to be here on this plane of existence. Like it had somewhere else that it desired to be. It was insane. Pure insanity.
Wow, I'm amazed at your courage. Are you sure you're all right? Because I'm a priest and I want to make sure that everybody's all right.
You know, I am a bit injured. If there's anything you could do about that.
Sadly, no. I'm just a paladin. I don't have that healing spell.
Understandable, but I would have felt remiss had I not asked once you had offered.
Yes, Donovan, you search around. There is stuff here. There is the type of stuff you keep in the basement. So there are roots there. I think I'm not sure lavender is native to Africa. I want to say cypress or cedar, but
any honeysuckle?
Cedar.
I got a refresh.
There'd be oleander down here, so please don't eat that because that's poisonous.
Yeah, no, I need a refresher on my honeysuckle store. It's been 2 weeks, I think, since I bought my original stash.
Yeah, and there'd be like sacks of barley. Not sacks of barley, barrels of barley. So,
are you telling me there's sacks of poison downstairs I could use to refresh some sort of poison dart mechanism?
There is oleander down here. Oleander is poisonous.
I don't know if that's poisonous enough to make a poison dart.
But nothing really suspect at all was found by Donovan.
You loot it anyway because it's practical. Well, of the swords that are down here, the 6 swords, all of them are rough and none of them have been cleaned. So they're all bloody swords. But the fact that there's only 3 bodies down here, this isn't like a labyrinthine basement that has like secret doors or anything like that. It's obvious that's just dirt reinforced by plaster. Mm-hmm. So, you look around and find no obvious secret doors.
What kind of armor were the dead bodies wearing?
Only the one that attacked you, it was wearing leather armor, the kind of which you could get at any sort of shop. The other 2 are dressed in the fine clothes of servants.
Yeah, I'm already wearing leather armor, so meh.
Yeah, plus it's bad luck to wear undead armor.
Well, I mean, who are you talking to right now?
I know. But there are no signs, there are no like necromantic signs or anything else down here.
Other than the desecration.
Other than the desecration, yeah. So,
Is there any source to that? Like, where is it the most concentrated, or?
Why don't you go ahead and make a roll of mind searching supernatural, and I'll give you a bonus D8 because Donovan already canvassed the place.
I suppose, incidentally, while that's happening, how many of the things you mentioned are valuable enough and pocketable for now? As I mentioned, huge barrels arms.
Really nothing, because it looks like the place has already been looted.
Hmm.
The hogsheads themselves are still full of weak wine, so if you want some weak wine to drink, you can get some of that.
Hey, I'll take some of that.
Okay, it's refreshing.
One success. Damn it.
When was it brewed?
That's not good enough, right? Do I need a tap of personality?
No, you don't need a type of personality. With one success, okay, because you're searching for signs. There is no signs of obvious desecration. There are no necromantic symbols here. There's no sign of the Jed Hakim or the Mark of Nine or anything like that. As near as you can tell, what happened with these three bodies, well, you can't tell. The third guy was destroyed. But the other two, what probably happened is they were killed by necromantic means. And if you kill a body with necromancy, that leaves the body negatively charged. It might be that because when you use necromancy, you open a gate to another world, that 666 thing, that somebody was a little worried about these bodies, maybe. You're not sure. But if you kill somebody with necromancy, there is a chance that the body could get back up later.
Okay. Who?
And the bodies have the hallmarks on them of being killed by necromancy. The mouths pulled back in a rictus of fear.
Two of them were servants, but who was the other guy?
The other guy, he's some sort of you think he's a hyena? So he looks like just some sort of sellsword mercenary, because the only thing he has on him is that sword. And
does he seem out of place, or does he seem like he would have been one of the guards that were working here when? Like,
he seems out of place because their guards would have been wearing other stuff. Their guards would have been wearing the clothes of the house. So he's definitely out of place.
So I just imagine Eldridge just standing here in the middle of the room, just looking around, like something is not right here.
Hmm.
And that's coming from a necromancer, even though most of you, I guess, wouldn't really. But just something is not right here. One of these things is not like the other.
Coriana will chime in, the brave falconess, and she'll say, like, "Well, this is this definitely supports your original story. This is definitely necromancy most foul."
Oh, I'm somewhat hurt that you didn't believe me.
It's not that I didn't believe you. It's that there's definitely evidence of it. I mean, I believe you. I can, but it's
Well, I would hope that you would take this back with you when we return. That evidence.
In my heart of hearts, I hoped you were wrong.
I would not have made the trip were I not sure of what I had seen.
But it's just horrible. I suppose since two of my own number were injured in the earlier scuffle, I think we should leave them here to consecrate the house and search for other signs. But evidently the devils that attacked us headed north. I was with Donovan here, where we went to some sort of pagan graveyard.
An ancient burial of the kings of this area.
Yep, pagan graveyard. Oh, sorry, is that not politically correct? She says, gesturing with a feather.
Oh, no more graveyard than the crypt of any king of our homeland.
Well, that is, necromancers do like to hang out in pagan graveyards. They're not very well consecrated and filled with all sorts of angry, worldly sorts to fuel their foul deeds.
Really? I've heard they prefer swamps myself.
That's just weird.
Well, no, it's a rumor from Calabria.
Actually, I don't think
I heard there's a dowager witch that makes her
yeah,
home
the
in
vile
the
dowager
Calabrian
doesn't.
swamps.
It's not that she prefers the swamps; it's that it's harder to get her out of the swamp.
Well, come on. She's not going to say that she's there out of force. She's going to say she prefers it.
Brother, we must focus.
Sorry. I just wanted to be included in the conversation.
At the issue at hand here, which is that definitely if these bodies were killed by necromancy, that means there is an active performing necromancer, and he may be in league with those forces who are trying to kill us. Or she may be in league with those forces. Who knows?
Though it still befuddles me why it came to this here. What was exactly their plan?
What was your relationship with the people of this house?
Well, we made a bit of a trade deal. That was about the extent of it.
You remember those goods that we donated to you back at Honeydew Island?
Right. That it may be that the necromancer, their agents struck out against this house precisely because they are supporting us and our anti-necromancy cause. That would explain why there's necromancy all about this house.
What confuses me is that if they were using this house as a base of operations, why they would try to kill everybody here.
No, I thought you said the anti-necromancer is using this house as a base of operations.
That is very confusing.
So pro-necromancers came by and killed your anti-necromancer friends.
We'll go
but
with
it would seem, as far as it goes, the lady of the house has gotten out all right.
Possibly. We would have to make inquiries, and, well, that's a worldly matter, not something I'm highly skilled in.
But if you say we have a lead to this Monument Valley, then perhaps we should investigate there.
Well, there's a problem. When we went there, a very polite guard escorted us out.
Why is that a problem?
Because it is legal for outsiders to be there without permission. So we would either have to seek permission or otherwise get around them.
I would like to remind that we have been escorting a pair of disguised paladins through the city due to legal matters, as it were. So are we now going to blanch at our assigned duties due to additional illegal matters?
Well, it's not illegal for paladins to be in the city.
No, but the mission that you're on is quite not for the law.
Well, it comes across to me that it's a choice between slightly ruffling the feathers of the authority and being in direct oppositions to the authority.
You're operating in martial matters on a land that you have no authority in. I think we're already pushing the boundaries
I'm allowed
of
to
what's
defend
allowed.
myself in a basement when attacked by vile undead.
Are you allowed to illegally infiltrate a structure that you had no authority to be in the first place?
Oh, it was clearly abandoned. And regardless,
It wasn't clearly abandoned the last
one
time.
of these things is slightly harder to deal with than the other.
Yes, what my Goriana says, what my friend Donovan here is trying to say is that Monument Valley is guarded by keen-eyed flying guards armed with firearms. I'm not saying that we shouldn't go investigate, but we can't just walk right in there. While we can freely travel about the city as long as we abide by the law, and no one bothers us in plain view, getting into Monument Valley itself would be difficult because the guards will see us and stop us, and they've already given us one warning.
They've given two of you a warning. I think that gives opportunity for what? Eldritch turns around and counts 4 of us to have more opportunities?
If you were to get into Monument Valley, says Coriana, gesturing with her wingtips pressed together, you would have to, sneak in or get some sort of authority to do that. Not opposed to this. I can't sneak in. I am unfortunately a faithful, loud, and proud sort of individual. It is my it is the nature of my profession that I be a shining beacon of the divine.
Eldritch will approach Coriana and place a paw upon her shoulder and say, "And this I respect about you, but my dedication to the cause is such that I cannot let such things, uh, as much as they may ruin my outward appearance, prevent me from doing the assigned tasks ahead of us."
Well, Grant says, I believe that the four of you could infiltrate. I've seen the way you walk as thick as thieves. I'm not here to judge, but you obviously have the skills. It's just I couldn't come with you, though, and my brethren could also not come with you.
What say that you investigate the city, and the rest of us see what we find out in Monument Valley?
I'm amenable to this.
I turn to Captain Sam.
This is magical, religious shit. I just pilot the ship, man.
Yeah, but you are the captain. Captain.
Right, and I need them to get paid. And did we find anything down here? Is there anything sell?
Plenty, but you'd have to haul it out through the door.
As much as you can sell battered, bloodied swords for, I guess.
Yeah, guys, it's all gray. It's all gray loot. People have already been here and looting, and apparently when they threw bodies down here in the basement, yeah, you don't find any hidden treasure or anything like that.
I mean, gray loot still sells. It might be a copper a piece, but
I don't know,
somebody
maybe
can melt
Feral
those
Food
swords
sells
down.
At least one issue of us, but it doesn't seem practical.
There's no loot down here. You guys get some wine, and that's about it, and some oleander, which is like 1/5 the crafting ingredients.
So
made.
really,
Let Sam debate this.
financially, this crusade was a bust.
We're not.
It's all
We're
about
not
material
done.
rewards in religious characters.
Yeah, but we're not done yet. This is like the first step.
I mean, apparently Monument Valley is guarded because it's filled with tombs of the Egyptian variety.
If we're going to the
Alright, we'll continue on this little crusade, but if my men continue having to do these things for you without any form of anything valuable, we're dropping you off at the nearest port.
I instantly
Well-
regret turning to Captain Sam.
Yeah, the paladins are going to pout, going, "But we're religious characters. We're doing this for God."
Yeah. I'm
I'm
gonna
doing
pat
this
her
for
on the
my
shoulder again. Pat her on the shoulder again. Just disregard him. He needs his ego patted every once in a while. He owns the boat.
So, all right. So, yeah. Well, and also, in fact, we are probably going. Not only do we want to consecrate this building foot by foot, say the paladins, but also we want to write a long letter about what we've seen here.
You do that. I'm sure the Church of St. Jordan will be amenable to keeping you while you're here in the city.
All right. So the paladins start going through the place, but yeah, it looks like the place has been looted. What are our heroes going to do?
Well, I mean, we've got to make our way to Monument Valley, don't we?
So
I need
your
to go somewhere where I can sell the spice that's still sitting in my cargo.
So right, and you can't sell that stuff here because you bought it here. If you sold it here, you'd sell it at a loss.
I thought
I know,
you gave it
that's
as a
what I'm
gift
saying.
to the. I thought you gave that as a gift to
I
the
gave
church.
some of it.
He gave some of it. You still have some trade goods, but you'll have to go to another trade port. Okay, is this moving you guys to the map, or how do I move you guys to change your view in the viewer to where I want it to be?
I see it.
Yeah.
What, on this map or on a different map?
This map.
Oh, I'll just zoom out. That's shift. You hold the button shift, and then you hold the mouse button down, and that should change where we're looking. Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Okay, so you guys are here, and a few kilometers north up here, this is Monument Valley.
Correct.
It is late in the day, and the sun is setting.
Dark vision. I got no problem. I'm a night guy.
Right, and dark is also better for stealth.
Ah, the plan is to sneak in then.
Yep, but I'm a night cycle creature, so I'm not bothered by it being night.
Right. Many of you are nocturnal. The fox is nocturnal. The falcon, I believe, is diurnal. Your day, right?
I'm a raven.
Oh, you're raven. That's also day.
Yep.
You are now tired. Prepare to die.
All right. So what I'm hearing is that some of you want to go back to Monument Valley. Is that what you want to do?
That's what I've been proposing.
We need to go to a nearby or relatively nearby port and sell these spices.
All right. That would be getting in a boat and sailing out of town for several days.
Is Monument Valley in this port?
Okay.
We'd have
Yes,
to
Yes.
a few hours to the north.
Here's the city that you're in,
Okay.
and here's Monument Valley.
Oh, I thought Monument Valley was like this way hidden city of necromancy.
No,
Am I missing-
that's a different city. That there actually is the Forsaken City of Wallapisia.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
Yeah, but that not only is that very far away, it's also not on the shore.
The necropolis will
All
not
right,
be
let's go
sailed
to Monument Valley then.
All right, so I'm hearing that you want to sneak into Monument Valley.
or lie
Right.
our way in,
Yeah.
whatever works.
Why do we need to sneak in?
Way to pay
As a
attention,
ju-
Turtle.
I'm
Literally
sorry.
everything we've been talking about for the last half hour.
Can't we just walk up and go, "Hey, I'm a noble"?
How about this? One does not simply walk into Monument Valley.
Okay.
Alright,
Well,
so-
I mean, Coriano will repeat, as the helpful Tomb Guardian explained to us, you can't get into Monument Valley unless you have special permission. The fact that you're a noble means they probably will detain you instead of shoot you on sight. But they said you have to have special permission because, you can't just, you're not allowed to just wander around.
Okay, so let's go get special permission.
How would you get special permission? Okay, well now the nobleman part comes into it. You'd have to get some. You'd have to get some kind of letter or some sort of permission that says you could be in there.
Who runs it? Who is in charge of it? Because I have connections with the Libertalian Alliance.
Well, the Monument Valley is Tombs of the Pharaohs, so it has direct connections to the Queen of the Delta, Yanka the First or Yanka the Usurper. So you'd have to have a letter from the Queen or the Queen's agents to let you get in there.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
So, forgery.
Yeah.
You
I
could also have a
pull, but
fake
I
letter.
don't have that much pull.
Right. Forging a note is craft and forgery.
Not deceit.
Sorry, craft, deceit, academics, and forgery.
I got 2 of those.
Can I?
Somebody supply me with some paper.
assist?
I'm sorry. Someone supply me with some papyrus.
I believe I do have that. Paper and charcoal pencil. Speaking of, if we're going to go to Monument Valley, Donovan might go pick up even more paper and even more charcoal.
You are in the city, and it's a large city. So if you want to buy anything, you can pretty much go buy anything you want.
And that's what I will do.
Right. So you can go get some paper. Now you have a couple problems that you don't know what a letter of permission to Monument Valley actually looks like. You could fake it, but you don't know. And you also don't know what the seal of the Queen looks like.
Well, I figured that academics would actually help me out there. And also, I've been living in this city basically majority
Right.
of my life, so I might probably know what the seal of the Queen looks like. It might be on any official document that's been sent out, official decrees and whatnot.
Right. But you have local knowledge.
Well,
Still.
yeah. So if you have local knowledge, that would help.
No, I sold that
Academics.
back.
Okay. Well, of course I know what the local stuff looks like.
Well, I mean,
Well, I can't be bothered to remember everything.
I don't know what the modern stuff is, but I used to live here. I mean, I knew.
Okay, now what I'm just clarifying here is that when you're forging a note, you want as many successes as you can get. Obviously, forging it will be mind, academics, craft, and deceit. You would get bonuses if you had a copy of the Royal Seal. You would get bonuses if you actually knew what the letter was supposed to look like, or got the assist bonuses from anyone else. But of course, you could always say, I'm awesome because I have tons of deceit in academics. I don't care, and just draft the note anyway.
You know, I do think I am awesome, and I am willing to throw my personality into this.
Good news, no one stole the writing desks. They did steal the pens and the ink, but you can go find a writing desk in this building and just sit down and write.
And does anybody have craft?
Oh no, that was
I
our problem.
I would say
last time.
I would take assist bonuses.
Oh, I think I have.
I'll assist because I've got nobility, which would help in this case. I can read, which is important.
Well, I think 3/4 of us can read.
I can't read.
Actually, more importantly, okay, nobility just means you have a noble bloodline and are entitled to different laws than the rest of us. So it wouldn't actually help you forge a note. However, you do have etiquette, which is highfalutin formal language skills. That would help you forge a letter from the Queen.
All
or a
right,
letter
so
from the
I roll my etiquette and my mind.
Yes, you would roll your mind, academics, craft, and deceit dice, and whatever ones you have, and you get a bonus D12 if you have etiquette.
Are you a team player, by the way?
He's not.
Okay.
I give you 1 success.
But he has 1 success, which gives you a bonus D8. So he's, I guess you would just say, hey, I know what nobles write down. And I know how nobles talk.
Anybody else assisting?
Looks snooty enough. Rewrite it.
I have academics, but that's about the most I could assist.
The paladins pray for your success.
No bonus die there.
No bonus dice at all.
So how about that, Rafferty? Roll academics to see if I can give him any assist dice?
Yep, mind, academics, craft. If you're assisting, you get to roll the same dice. Mind, academics, craft, and deceit. If you have anything else that helps with this kind of thing, like none of you are lawyers, some of you actually have law. I'm fond of pointing out this game is full of special abilities you could buy to help. Players don't normally buy those, but you guys are a very violent party. So.
All right.
We're also
Yes.
just still only like
Captain
2-3
Sam
dips
is
in.
a very violent man.
Yeah. Well, you're also a piracy party. You did have all the necessary skills to pilot a boat to different places. So this is just outside of your ballot.
I got 1 success to assist.
Yep. So that's So you guys spend a couple hours while the priests wander around the house.
So I tapped my personality as well, so 4 successes.
You didn't use any guns, or do anything else weird. So you didn't make a lot of noise. As this is a quiet neighborhood, no one comes by to investigate. Okay, so you spend some time sitting there deciding the language. Like, we have a letter that gives us permission to a place we've never been, and write in the tone of voice of someone we've never met.
With the seal of something that we've never seen.
With a seal that we've never seen.
Okay. All you gotta do is convince whoever sees it, right? You don't actually have to get it perfect. It's like counterfeiting money.
In fact, the important thing is you have to use the modern seal, because the seal changed when the original seal was the sun. Crazy how the seal of Heliopolis is a sun. But then when the new empire came in, they combined it with the Eye of Wisdom. So it's the Eye of Wisdom inside a sun. And so that makes the letter modern.
Illuminati.
And you guys would be keen enough to know that.
Ra becomes Amun Ra, no.
And let me see. The Illuminati, an eye in a pyramid. Where in Egypt, they just call it an eye in a pyramid here.
The all-seeing eye, yes. Illuminati.
We just call it a pyramid here.
Anyways, 4 successes. I think we can fool the man on the street.
You find a man on the street. Wow, this is a Monument Valley. You're in the wrong spot.
Right. But I mean, even with 4 successes, I think we can.
Yeah,
try
that's a
and get
4-success
past
letter. You think it might fool somebody.
A
By now,
trained guard.
The sun has set, and the sky is a nice, pleasant purple. And soon it will be cool. The twilight people are out right now, and pretty soon the nocturnals, like the owls, are going to be out.
Are these the creepos, the creep of society?
What? Creepy people are the ones out during the day, all squinting in the light and sweating a lot. That's creepy. Night people are where it's at.
There's no distinction between those kinds of people because there's all sorts of activity throughout all the day. Because you have the dawn people and you have the dusk people too.
I mean, like, let's be fair. We've been attacked by more assassins during the day.
You know, there is one.
And we've been the shifty ones at night.
There is one specific thing about the day people I like more is that when I finally get them in the darkness, it's so much easier to sneak up and kill them.
Yeah, because they're asleep at night. I mean,
Clearly,
killing
you just
people in
need
their
advanced
beds.
darkness to pull the night people into, though.
Anyways, I think we should head out.
So, armed with your note and nothing else,
Well, and a boisterous attitude, I think.
okay, you decide to head